In the second of this week's two Parshas Masei, we are told about the dinim of Orei Mikrot. Someone who kills by mistake, a murderer who murders by mistake, has to go and spend his time in the Orei Mikrot. And says the Torah that the only time he may leave is when a Kohen Gadol dies. And the Mishnah and Daf Makkos, Daf Yud Aleph lists out a list of Kohanim Kohanim Gedolim, who when they die would make that the murderer goes free from his Orei Mikrot. Says the Mishnah there on Daf Yud Aleph, Lefichach im Masei shel Kohanim mesapkes ma'im u'mazoin. The mothers of the Kohanim Gedolim would provide food packages and packages for the people who were interned within the Orei Mikrot in order that they should not daven for their children to die. That means that the mothers of the Kohanim Gedolim were worried about the tefillos of Roitzchim, about the tefillos of murderers. Are we going to be worried about the davening of a murderer? Does his davening hold any relevance? Does his davening hold any weight? Is the Rabbi going to listen to the tefillah of someone who's just murdered? Did the Rabbi not bring about the murder through this person because he obviously was someone who needed to be sitting in prison? He needed to be sitting in near a mikrot. He's not a worthy person. Why are we worried about his tefillah? Says the Baal Shem Tov, from here we see an unbelievable insight into tefillah, an unbelievable understanding and appreciation of how tefillah works. This person who went out that day and killed B'shogeg, when he left home, thought that he was going, so the example given by the Torah, into a forest to chop wood, to bring wood home for his fire, so that he could provide for his family. He intended to leave home in the morning to make parnasa for his family and return home to them at night. And what happened, the Rabbeinu Shalom was Masei, that inadvertently, without him realizing, he ended up killing someone else. Says the Baal Shem Tov, is there anyone who's more aware than this person now of how ha'chayim v'ha'mavis b'yad Hashem, that life and death is in the hands of HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Is there anyone more realizing of the fact than this person who left with intentions of returning to his family and comes back in the evening as a murderer to his mikrot? Is there anyone more understanding and more appreciative of the fact that life and death and everything else is in the hand of Hashem? There isn't, says the Baal Shem Tov. And since this person now has that appreciation, he knows when he's davening who he's davening to, and he knows the power of the person, of the being to whom he is davening. Therefore, his tefillah holds weight. Therefore, his tefillah has some meaning. Therefore, his tefillah is going to be answered. And because of that, the mothers of the Kohanim who appreciated this fact would send them food packages in a way of bribing them to make sure that they didn't pray for their children to die. Says the Baal Shem Tov, let us take a lesson from here, that the power of tefillah is dependent on our appreciation of who HaKadosh Baruch Hu is and what his almighty being can do for us.